In part one, we talked about how Dan Brown copied text from my book, The Vatican Boys, to form his now famous character Robert Langdon in Angels and Demons. This is the character that he now uses in all of his stories, including the Da Vinci Code. But he didn't stop there. He copied the entire structure of the Vatican Boys into both Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. A structure is how the characters interact in plots and actions to tell the story. The story begins with a 60-year-old Italian Mason man being killed because he knows a secret that threatens the Catholic Church. It's the late 1990s. There's a relic linked to the blood of Jesus Christ. A chief secretary to the Pope, the head of the Opus Dei, hires a lone assassin to find the secret. The American man, who we talked about in part one that we last saw at Logan Airport, goes from Logan Airport to the Director's Institute because he was called to go there. He meets up with a beautiful French woman at the Institute. The woman knows all about the secret being sought because she met a night banker at a party at her family's French country estate. The American man and the French woman leave the Institute and go seeking the secret together. The key to getting it is to solve clues hidden in glass and paintings and to figure out a number sequence code that gets them into a safe deposit box. A teacher is introduced who knows all about the Catholic Church's history, especially about the relic. He tells us that Jesus Christ had another life and that the Catholic Church kills anyone who tries to find out what is in its secret archives. The chase begins with the man and woman looking for the secret and the Pope's secretary and his assassin chasing them. The fast-paced action goes from New England to Paris and London. A very famous copyright infringement ruling law is the Nichols decision of 1930. In it, the judges tell us that the way to identify copying is to look for certain things, saying, the skeleton is part of the body. It pervades and supports the whole. As respects plays, the controversy chiefly centers upon the characters and sequence of incident, these being the substance. So when you want to identify copying from one story to another, you look at the sequence of incident or the way that the characters come together to tell the story by interacting with each other. The structure of this story used in all of these three books is the exact same in sequence of incident. I wrote the Brown Code to show the world how Dan Brown fooled everyone. It's a chapter-by-chapter reproduction of Dan Brown's copying of the Vatican Boys into both Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. Go to danbrownhopes.com. Read the real copied story for free in the Brown Code. Then you can be the judge to decide if Dan Brown copied in sequence, chapter by chapter, the Vatican Boys, to produce both Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. My website is jackdunn.net.